Spider Noir will compete in comedy categories at the Emmys. Say, what does this mean for the Prime Video? I don't know. I'm not liking the sound of that. Is it just because Nicolas Cage is in there? But I mean, see, this is. See, I was giving it praise. It looked kind of cool, and even though it's Nicolas Cage, I've seen it. Look, I know everyone laughs at him, but he's done some good work. He's capable, and depending on the presentation and whatnot, and a lot of it, I don't know, it just looked cool. I was interested in it, and it's the one Sony project that actually has, kind of, sort of a Spider-Man in a Spider-Man movie. They might actually have something. But apparently they just want to turn it into a joke. So the first trailer. Well, the first trailer for Spider Noir suggested the upcoming Prime Video series would be a drama. That's right. With, if anything, some major horror undertones. There may be more to the show than meets the eye, though. According to a report from Gold Derby, the plan is for Spider Noir to compete in the comedy categories in the first Emmys cycle. Wonder Man is expected to be pushed in the same category. Yeah, but Wonder Man was presented as this, laughing at the Hollywood system, really. It has very little to do with anything superhero and whatnot. But nevertheless, they were upfront about it. So, and this could lead to the series, assuming it's well received, squaring off with the likes of Only Murders in the Building and Shrinking. I'm unaware of either of those. But anyway, what about Spider Noir makes it a comedy? Not a lot. That's a question many fans are asking today, and Nicolas Cage's barmy performance may be the answer. During a recent interview, executive producer Phil Lord said, "That trailer is great. They did a wonderful job. Cage is amazing. He had this great idea, which was, I want to play this like a spider pretending to be a person." Okay. Miller added, after what happened to me, I'm more spider than person, and I have to act like a human in public and in private. I can be my true self. So he sometimes goes to the movies, his character, and practices and studies what the actors are doing so he can use it in his real life. But he's not a spider who became a man. He's a guy. It's the same basic story, isn't it? He gets bit by either a radioactive spider, a mutant spider. Maybe this one will be a magic spider. I don't know. But come on. So anyway, Ben Reilly will be more spider than man. An interesting twist that lends itself well to a zany comedic performance from the Ghost Rider's star. It's too soon to say how fans will respond to Spider Noir. Well, it's not really of course, there's going to be some levity and humor in some of these. I'm fine with that. But full-on spoof of the whole thing, you're making a mistake. Especially as it's taking some major liberties with the comics. For most, the involvement of Lord Miller is enough to give it a shot, particularly as they've overseen the animated Spider-Verse movies for Sony Pictures. Rewatch the Spider Noir. Spider Noir's cast includes all these people. Guest stars, all those people, produced by those. Emmy Award winner did something. Directed and executive produced first 2 episodes. These people did stuff. And all episodes of Spider Noir premiere on Prime Video May 27th. So it's almost there. Even Jenna Ortega is upset about this news. Oh, she's going to be in Gremlins 3. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm troubled. But no, look, could they pull it off? And it's just so damn funny you don't really care, and maybe it'll work. Yeah, I guess. The one thing I could think of that this might work is like when he played Big Daddy in Kick-Ass. and he was doing Adam West. I wanted Big Daddy to get his own movie. But at the same time, he was a very tragic character. It was a very serious story about the man, and it got very dark and scary about him, and in his his drive for revenge and whatnot, and how brutal he was towards criminals and the like. And you could have something of that nature here, to where he plays it pretty solid, and yet the whole thing is absurd. I mean, he's some sort of private eye, but he's got spider powers. I mean, sure, there's things like that. But if it's just full on tee-hee and we're going to try to make it Deadpool or something, oh man, I don't know. And this business of, he can't connect with humanity because he's a spider who dreamed he was a man or some, the awkwardness and the difficulties of him having a dual life is enough to say, he's not going to be able to completely interact on a normal basis with people because he's got this secret life and all that sort of thing. That's typical of the Peter Parker version in just about every superhero story there's been. So there's elements of that. If they went out of their way to say this, I don't know, because I mean, just look at the imagery. It's all cool and everything, and you got the noir look and all that, but you can't go, full Naked Gun or something with this. Then again, maybe I don't know. I don't know. It's not what I thought. It's not what the trailer was leading me to believe. And I'd forgotten about Lord and Miller. I know they like to do silly stuff, so there's room for some amount of humor, yes. But for it to be the dominant factor, and they're seeking the category for Emmy Awards, then that's that. This is not a noir mystery type setting. It uses the aesthetics of it, but only to make fun of it and to be a comedy. I'm not too happy about that. So now I'm kind of bummed out. But then again, maybe, no way, give it a shot. You'll see what we're doing, that kind of thing. But you know how many times I've been burned? A lot. It's more than third degree. So, this is, damn it. For the moment, I'm bummed out about it. Still haven't seen it. May change my mind completely. But again, that's not what the trailer offered. So, I think you lied to me. Anyway, hopefully it's not bad, and it's a combination of the two. Maybe it only barely qualifies for the comedy category. I don't know why. Maybe they thought it had a better chance. But, I mean, who cares about Emmys anymore? No one does. You win an Emmy, you think that increases your prestige and all that to where the audience grows? It don't. Those days are gone. Oscars don't mean anything. Grammys don't mean anything. It used to. Not anymore. It's just you and the audience. You might want to remember that. Anyway. I hope it's good, but,